Let's talk about PMS. Whoa, relax. In the Navy, PMS stands for Planned Maintenance System, which is what we'll be talking about today. If you're anything like me, you want to keep your toys running as long as possible, and in the best condition as possible. In order to accomplish this, you'll probably have to do some periodic maintenance. Today I'll go over some of the things that I like to do to keep my laser operating at peak efficiency. First item on the docket is the easiest and arguably the most important. To clean the V-rails and wheels, all you need is a cleanish rag, preferably one that won't shed or leave behind lint particles. To perform this maintenance, all you have to do is run the rag along each of the rails, wiping up or pushing out any stray dust or debris. Next, use your rag to wipe down the wheels. An easy way to do this is to simply lay the rag on the wheels and slide the assembly slowly back and forth. I specify slowly. Remember, the stepper motors are still connected to the assembly, and if you slide it too fast, you can cause a power spike that will go back into your control board. Now simply repeat for each one of the rails and wheels. While this may seem like a silly task, it's actually very important, not only to increase the lifespan of the driving assembly, but it also can play a large part in the quality of your engravings. Even something the size of 1 millimeter can play havoc with a laser that's designed for an accuracy of 1/100th of a millimeter. Next, let's talk about screws. While they generally don't have an effect on lifespan or quality, they can have a tremendous effect if they get too loose or, God forbid, fall out during use. As such, I highly recommend periodically going around and ensuring that they are all nice and snug. I'm sure it's no surprise to learn that the laser itself is instrumental to cutting and engraving. What a lot of folks don't know, however, is that the laser also needs periodic cleaning. Indeed, many individuals mistake the loss of power caused by a dirty laser lens for that of a degraded or bad laser. To clean the laser module, all you really need is some Q-tips and a non-abrasive, quick-drying cleaner like isopropyl alcohol, something that won't leave a filmy residue. Depending on your laser, and if you have any type of air assist installed, this can be kind of a pain, but I promise it's well worth it. First, remove any glass, shrouds, nozzle covers, air assists, or anything else that you have installed on the nozzle. And then simply dip Q-tips in alcohol and use it to clean off any debris or detritus that is built up on your laser during use. Depending on what materials you cut or engrave, you may be extremely surprised at how much buildup you have inside your laser. Furthermore, depending on your nozzle and or air assist, the smoke and chemicals released during engraving and cutting can coat the lens and cause the aforementioned power losses. Obviously, power loss is a less than optimal situation, but there is a bigger problem with this. The heat generated by the refraction of the laser can cause catastrophic failure of the laser lens. In other words, it can cause your lens to shatter or crack, thus making it completely useless. Which brings us to the biggest gotcha with cleaning the laser lens. Ensure after you've cleaned off all the gunk that you thoroughly, and I repeat thoroughly, check the lens for any residue, either from cleaning, smoke, what have you. Once you are sure that the lens is spotless, check it again. Failing to ensure that the lens is clean can cause the aforementioned catastrophic failure that we're so worried about. Once you are satisfied the lens is clean, put everything back together and reinstall it on the chassis. Last item on the list is another relatively easy one. Oiling the wheel bearings is another item that is often overlooked, but can greatly prolong the service life of your laser, especially if it's kept in a harsher environment, like a garage. In performing this step, just ensure that you clean up any drips or spills from the oil or lubricant that you choose to use, as the oil tends to act like a magnet for any type of dust or debris, which again, going back to the first step, can cause problems with your V-rails. Personally, I like to use 3-in-1 oil, but any machine-safe oil should work. Again, just make sure you clean up after yourself so that you don't cause any further problems. That's it, guys. If you perform these 4 steps, I can almost guarantee your laser will last longer than if you don't, assuming you do it correctly and don't screw anything up. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again. See ya.